CEO Raman Sayar joins us now. Raman, great to have you.
Thanks for having me. It's great to be here today.
Your company is part of this theme we've been talking about, the importance of data to drive smarter decisions in the cloud era. Snowflake certainly played into that yesterday as well. And I wonder what kind of demand shifts for your technology you're seeing, particularly in this pandemic.
Well, I think it's pretty clear that, a lot of people are understanding now what cloud provides and the opportunity. And it's also pretty clear that digital transformation isn't just a buzzword, it's a requirement. And the transformation is what's key here, the transformation to the new. And we were architected for the new, similar to others, to really help transform the tsunami of data, we call machine data, into intelligence and analytics.
Has the conversation with investors shifted away from profitability and toward scale and growth on balance? Because it sure seemed to yesterday.
I don't think so, because if you're playing the long game like most growth companies, you're always paying close attention to the balance there. I think the difference is, in particular for Sumo, we've always, every time we've raised another round, we've diversified our investor base and looked for those who can help take us to the next level. And in doing so, naturally, you always have to pay attention to growth and balance that versus the path to break even and profitability, and particularly on this day and going forward for us.
Raman, Julia here with a question about the part of your business that's security intelligence. I'm curious how the demands of that part of your business have changed in light of so many of your customers having their employees work at home during COVID, and where you see those types of threats and the solutions that you could provide to them going in the future.
Yeah, that's an interesting thing that we didn't know once COVID hit how that would impact. And the work from home implication actually created more data for Sumo, particularly with bad actors, bad nations, and trying to take advantage of the situation and crisis. And what we're able to do is detect a lot of those and help as the transition to the workforce going from home happened to make sure you not only secured the experience of all these employees, but also the information. And so the second part of your question in terms of how that's happening, well, I think it's early, and everyone likes to talk about post-COVID. We're still in it. But more importantly, we are confident with what we've built and the partner ecosystem with other cloud native security companies that we integrate and partner with to really help drive the change to the new and help secure and be compliant.
Raman, I didn't mean to imply that profits aren't important at all, but I mean, you guys aren't profitable. You're spending more on sales and marketing and R&D combined than you're bringing in revenue, I believe. I just mean from the investor perspective, are they more interested in, hey, are you being disciplined, but is it more about your growth, your scale, your product versus repeated questions about that path to profitability and why aren't you profitable right now?
So every company and that balance is a little bit different. It really depends on the market that you're serving. And in particular for us in our market, with $55 billion TAM that we're addressing, and more importantly, driven by that $2 trillion shift from the shackles of the data center to the cloud is what we're going after. So absolutely the time is now to continue to invest and grow and scale, with the commitment to getting to break even and profitability in the outer quarters.
You see Snowflake's debut yesterday right before yours. What do you think?
I think they're one of the archetypes of the new, just like Sumo. And it's great to see them and others in the security space, the analytics space, like Sumo, continue to drive that change that's necessary. For too long, we've been shackled and limited by what the data center, by what tools created complexity, but also silos. And so we're unlocking that intelligence. And this is a category that we've created called continuous intelligence to help do so.
All right. Raman Sayar, we're looking forward to that first trade on Sumo Logic IPOing today. Thanks for being with us.